and kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will take the first swing of the game. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run play action. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
So the Utah Utes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They kick it away on fourth down. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll start this drive firing. Caught over the middle. It's Whitaker. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Whitaker. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll line up for a second down play. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Utes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The give to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on.
Gashing the knee on the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and they are in business in striking distance. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Going for the goal line. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle, it's Whitaker. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's whirling. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out of the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and take it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They punt it away on fourth down. Hauls it in, looking for space. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Running to Green. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Second down coming up. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Utes come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it himself. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Utes will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They run the reverse. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bridges. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got his man in the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Gives it on the option. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
And some room to work. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Breaks into the open. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out. Get it to your playmakers in space. Get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
To the air on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try.
Northwestern 12, Utah 0.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take a shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. A stop and pull maybe gets a yard to the 34. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Got the 1st himself. Still running at the 40. And runs through another one. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's... we saw in this game today, but opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. South Carolina is on the wrong end of a one-sided affair today, and if you'll pardon the pun, the chickens are going to come home to roost this week in Columbia. They're trailing by 14 to Tennessee. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Pulls it in. It's Coffee. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. The Utes want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed near the marker. It's Worley. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. Great place to start for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Castellanos. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation.